Dear friends, welcome back to your channel Career Swami, which helps you in your professional journey. Today we will talk about 10 drawbacks of PMP. We will talk about why someone should not go for PMP. Needless to say that PMP certification is a globally recognized and highly ranked credential for the project management professionals in various industries with the number of PMPs around a million. PMP is acclaimed by global leaders in project management, designed and developed by PMI, making it the most sought after project management certification. Please understand that this is the alternative view and is based on my experience of being PMP certified for more than a decade. No doubt that PMP is the gold standard of project management, and this video gives you a different perspective. We know that there are various PMP fanboys and fangirls out there, but be patient and watch the video till the end to understand the other side of it. This video is also helpful for anyone who is planning to appear for the PMP exam. Also, if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe and press the bell icon to get the new video update. Let's start. Firstly, we will talk about preparation time. The amount of effort which you need to invest in preparation for the exam is humongous. PMP exam is based on PMBOK and requires a lot of mugging up. Your real world experience can help a bit, but still, you need to memorize a lot of information to pass the MCQ, which will require a good amount of time to prepare. For clearing PMP, one may spend several weeks to several months in the preparation. Many people sacrifice family time and some of them do take the preparation to work as well, impacting both personal and professional life. So if you can't commit to the hard work and spending time for preparation, it's better to avoid it. Friends, before we move forward with this video, here is an important announcement. We are offering a project and program manager masterclass workshop at an unbelievable price. You will learn product thinking, strategic and people leadership, technical skills including agile, scrum and project management. Career guidance and job assistance also are included in the package. Project and program management masterclass takes anyone from beginner to expert level, making them job role ready. You can reach out to us for a free consultation on the contact details flashing on your screen or the link from the description if you are interested in the project and program management workshop. Now coming on to the cost factor of PMP. PMP exam is costly and you need to spend a good amount of money on the certification exam, training, books and other materials. Let's look at the cost in detail. First is the certification exam cost. Taking the PMP exam by joining PMIM membership is cheaper by $11, and no wonder everyone does that. But it costs $544, which include PMP certification exam fee of $405 with PMI membership of $139 for a year. Next is the training cost, which is usually varies depending on the location from which you are attending the training. It will cut your pocket between $200 to $3,500, again depending on the location and the type of training which you choose. Next is the books cost and the exam simulation cost, which will cost you somewhere around $100 to $200 depending on the type of content which you choose. So the total cost which you spend for PMP exam preparation and certification comes in between $1,000 to $4,000. There are some other costs which people overlook. PMP exam rescheduling fees is $70. So be sure on the date when you want to take the exam, else you will end up spending 70 additional dollars. PMI charges a re-examination fee for retakes which is $275. So you need to be well prepared, else be ready to shell out more money. Many people do take several days of their work to prepare for the exam, so leaves are an indirect cost that you can add up to the overall cost. If your company financially supports this type of professional development and is paying the bill as well as giving you time to study and take the exam, my advice is to highly consider it. But if you are sponsoring yourself, you need to be prepared to spend such a hefty amount for a certification. Now let's talk on PMP credential maintenance. Some of the people who are preparing for the exam might be thinking that after doing such kind of hard work and spending a bomb on certification, you are done and this was a one-time activity. and you hold the certification forever, but the reality is far away. Every 3 years from the date when you clear the exam, you need to renew your certification. Renewing the certification costs between $60 to $150 depending on PMI membership. You also need to accumulate PDUs. For beginner, consider 1 PDU is equal to 1 hour. So every 3 years, 60 PDUs are required to be accumulated. And you can gain PDUs by self-learning, attending training from PMI partner institutes, and some other ways as well. So you need to spend money and effort to maintain your credentials, which is a recurring exercise. Now let's discuss on the application and approval process. The prerequisites for taking the exam are pretty hefty and won't be met by those new in their careers. Filling out the application is intense and can take 10 to 15 hours in and of itself. You will need to scour your work history and memory bank to provide the level of detail needed for the application. Don't cut corners here as applications are randomly audited. The application process is quite tedious and requires significant effort in case your application is randomly selected for audit. If you are selected for audit, it may take several weeks to even months in some cases, and you may lose the preparation pace. So if this bothers you a lot, don't go for PMP. So after doing PMP, if you think that organizations will stand in queue to hire you, that's not going to happen. So passing doesn't guarantee a job, and not many companies will give a higher weightage to PMP versus others. So if you are someone who thinks that PMP will supremely empower you to get a job, that's not going to happen. Clearing of PMP doesn't guarantees salary hike or promotion. There is no certainty to it. While few organizations may consider it, but others don't see it as a direct benefit towards the company and is considered as personal development only. Talking about interviews, some of the PMP professionals have encountered strange interviews where the panel has asked basic definition level PMBOK based questions. How many of you remember specifics which you have learnt at the time of PMP preparation? So you need to revise PMBOK if you are anticipating any interviewer may go in PMBOK details. Now passing PMP doesn't guarantees that anyone will be able to play the project manager role. It doesn't makes you a great project manager and doesn't really display that you have real knowledge. PMP can't transform a bad project manager to good one or a good project manager to a better project manager. Holding a certificate should not obscure the fact that real life experience is by far more valuable than any certificate and cannot be replaced by it. A true project management professional is a person with great project management experience and track record of successfully implemented projects, not a person holding a certificate. Now let's discuss the industry relevance. What kind of industry do you currently work in? And in the future, where do you want to work? If you are working at new age startups and tech organization, don't bother as the methodology that PMP teaches isn't relevant in these type of organizations. And the PMP certification would likely not benefit you in this environment. For newer and smaller tech companies, I would recommend an agile related certification instead of PMP, as this methodology is more prevalent in tech and software development. Also, it does not work well in situations with a high level of certainty or where an emphasis on creativity and innovation may be more important than an emphasis on planning and control to achieve predictability. And last but not the least, PMP is not the only standard and framework. PMP will teach you a bookish standard and many other frameworks are available. Europe and UK prefer Prince2 over PMP, whereas various countries don't have a preference. PMP or any other certification will take a backseat in front of real world experience for any organization. If you are from other countries that prefer Prince2 or CompTIA over PMP, then better avoid PMP. In today's world, a project manager needs to be capable of using a broader range of methodologies to fit the nature of the project rather than force fitting all projects to a traditional plan driven approach. So, is PMP still a good foundation? Some elements of PMBOK and PMP are definitely useful as a foundation for any kind of project management. However, the depth of study and knowledge required for PMP certification tends to brainwash people into thinking that PMP PMBOK is the only way to do project management, and that is not the case. Someone who only wants a foundation of knowledge in traditional plan driven project management principle probably doesn't need that depth of knowledge. The full PMP certification would still be appropriate for any project managers who plan to specialize in traditional plan driven project management. However, the depth of knowledge in plan driven project management should not be needed for someone who wants to develop an integrated agile project management approach. Do let us know your feedback in the comment section and please like and subscribe the video. Thank you.